I'm here chilling next to a McLaren on this fine evening. I'm in Miami here chilling. We just had an incredible steak dinner. I fucking crushed like 2 plates of steak and it was fucking amazing. So I learned a lot today. We had a really in-depth basically booklet, that kind of playbook that was given to us, and there's a lot of gold nuggets in there and it's very actionable, right? A lot of like programs and stuff, they just give a bunch of bullshit and, a bunch of unnecessary info. But this is really distilled into basically like action steps, and like anything you're learning, it's like, okay, how can we apply this for you? So like there's actual, like the whole thing, you're filling it out like for your own business, right? So it's super relevant actually. And yeah, I mean, it's been a dope day. Woke up, got some amazing food, shot some hoops. Gonna get my jump rope training in now in a little bit. But yeah, had an incredible dinner, and we had 2 incredible workshops, and I learned a ton. It was great talking with everyone, and the night just begun. Sure, we're gonna have a lot of awesome conversations that I'll also capture for you guys as well. And yeah, I'll give you guys kind of a sneak peek behind the scenes in an event like this. And this is kind of what it's like, living this lifestyle, right? Being able to travel when you want. I do live in Boca Raton, but, the last event we did was in Arizona. Before that, we were in Marbella, Spain. Before that, we were in Tulum, Mexico. I think we're going to Canada next. So yeah, there's a lot of, and that's just with this particular program, right? When you have your own online business, you can travel and, have that time freedom and have that financial freedom and build a business that really works for you. And that's like a lot of what we were kind of learning about today, is like, how can you build that business like for you? And then like certain things with like tracking KPIs and just identifying like what the real issue is. Cause you might think one thing is an issue, right? Which it could be. Don't get me wrong. It could be the issue for you. But what if there's something that needs to be done first before getting to that particular issue, right? So that's why it's, at least for me, in my perspective, from my point of view in my own life, I love to invest into experts who are further ahead than me so that I can learn that shit. And then I can then fast track and compress time so that I don't have to spend years and years and years learning through mistakes like everyone else did, right? It's like, no, this person went through 10 years of suffering and pain. Let's learn from them, right? Let's learn from them. Let's hear from them. Let them dissect their wisdom that they compressed into something concrete, and then have them help you apply that for your own business, right? And then, yeah, I'm just a huge fucking proponent on proximity. It's different when you have that in-person energy as well, right? When you have that proximity to killers just like you, and like you can sense that, right? The real can sense out the fake, and who's really about it and who's not really about it, right? And you can't fake that. So just being in an environment where everyone who's here had to invest to be here, right? Everyone here is invested in being here, right? So you're not going to have, bullshit conversations where you're just talking about nothing, right? It's like, no, you're having impactful conversations, getting to connect with people, and do that in a way that is in line with you growing your business as well, right? It's like, to me, if you would have told me, 10 years ago that, I'd be able to be hanging out with people who are, making like $200K a month and, driving McLarens and, being able to have a lifestyle where I can travel when I want and have that freedom and have buddies who are like in the same game as me, maybe in different spaces, right? But it's like, that's awesome, And it's like the future is bright because, like, guess what? There was not that community in the tennis world of coaches who are doing the online thing and kind of pursuing that. And from my perspective, there was nothing like that when I was coming into the game. So it's my responsibility now that I'm here, now that I've kind of put in some of that legwork, and obviously there's always more to learn, right? But it's my responsibility to build that for the tennis world, right? And that's the cool thing about like these next few weeks, next few months, next few years, whatever. It's like you guys are going to be able to see that. see that process, and we're going to be documenting literally every step of the way so that you can literally see everything built from the ground up, you know, because it's been monumentally transformational for my life. So it's like, and I've helped some others, like, you know, add additional income to their businesses, and that feeling, right, that reward is like is way better than anything I can do for myself, you know. So it's something that when you have a vision bigger than yourself, when you really care about the people who you're helping, when you really care about the athletes that you can impact around the world, you know, that's when it gets exciting. That's when it's awesome. That's when you get clarity on vision, right? It's like when you come to an event like this, when you come into proximity with killers like yourself and who are on that same wavelength, it's like the mindset sharpens, right? Iron sharpens iron, and the mindset gets dialed in. It's like clarity has never been at an all-time high. Vision has never been clearer. And I want that for you guys as well. So when you're operating and you're going through life and, you know, you're just navigating, getting into the online space in the racket sport world or whatever it is, it's like, if you're thinking about it simply, it's like, just lock in on your proximity and do the hard work that other people are not going to do to get that proximity. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just a way for you guys to basically cut out 99% of the competition. Maybe 99.9% of the competition. Because most people don't do the free, easy things and just like the easy things to just show up every day and just like do the easy things to show up to an event, right? And put in whatever legwork necessary. But just by having certain kind of qualification barriers for yourself as a standard for like who you allow yourself to surround yourself with in general, okay, your identity is going to be shifting and rising, right? It's like a rising tide, you know, raises all boats. It doesn't just raise one boat, right? So it's like when you're around a group of people who have that like-minded approach, it's like one person learns something and they share it with the group, right? So you can get that hive mind effect. And that's kind of what a mastermind is, right? It's a mind that's collective and cohesive of all these other minds into a hive mind, into a mastermind, right? So it's really not a big thing in the tennis world, which is problematic to me. You know, I wish they had these when I was coming up in high school, college, etc. So having experienced many of these now, having kind of had a revelation in a sense of just clarity, it's like, well, there's nothing like this in the tennis world. So it's my responsibility now to be like, well, how the fuck can I game plan this for coaches? Okay. For players potentially, but more so coaches, and level that up. But yeah, I think there's a lot in store in this year, and I'm super excited to just keep locking in with this content for you guys. And yeah, I'm going to have fun with it. So just look out for more, and yeah, appreciate the McLaren, appreciate the basketball hoop, appreciate the lavish fucking pool that we're just chilling in, you know, appreciate the hot tub. I'm about to appreciate that hot tub in a second here. So yeah, we might get some hot tub footage. So cue the hot tub edit. But yeah, so yeah, just be grateful, have gratitude, and be what you want to attract. If you want to attract something, be that. If you want to be something and have some type of energy, and you want to have some type of whatever community, whatever it is, it's like you got to become the thing like yourself, and you got to really shift that vision and identity, right? And yeah, there's just been a lot of revelations from just asking the right questions and having people ask questions that you didn't even know you needed to hear, right? And then it's like, holy shit, like, this is how you get through roadblocks. This is how you break through to that next echelon, that next frontier, right? So yeah, it's something where, at least for me, like when I was coming up, like when I was 16, 17, 18, I couldn't even think that I was going to be doing something where like I can pursue everything that I literally love, that I would literally pay for and do for free, but not only get paid to do that, but be able to, obviously making income is good, making money is awesome. It's awesome, right? Because what can you do with that? You can provide for your family, you can create the life that you want, but it's like making that money, but being able to also like have fun in that process, being able to live that lifestyle that you want, being able to have the freedom that you want, right? And you might be in a different position than me, right? I'm 23, right? So you might be 40, you might be 30, you might be 21, you might be whatever, right? But it's about like where you are in life and where you're at, right? But it's like, what piece of the puzzle do you need to connect? Is it the financial component, right? Is it that like you're making a great amount of money, but the lifestyle that you have is terrible? You're working 12 hours a day. You hate your life. Like, like, is that what you want for yourself? Like, probably not. So it's not just about the money, right? It's about, okay, making money's cool. That's awesome. But like, what can you do with that? And then like, how are you getting it? And like, what life are you living and what impact are you making? And how is that building the future that you want and that you want to create for yourself and for your bloodline and for anyone you care about and for the causes and beliefs that you care about, right? So yeah, I'm excited to just keep making content for you guys. I love this. I love talking to you guys. And yeah, if there's anything that I can do to help you guys out, I'm here for you. So just know that I believe in you 100%. I know what you can accomplish. And if you set your mind to it, you can make it happen. But you have to actually take action on it right now. Take action on whatever you've been delaying for tomorrow, for whatever you've been kicking the can down the road. No, today's the day. Right now is that time. I give you permission and you need to take action now. Do it. You'll thank me later. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.